right here, right now, today. This is your moment. Right now is when you are regaining control, not just control over the things that don't matter, but control over your visibility, your impact, your passion, your power, and your purpose in this world. I want that for you. I'm so excited to celebrate that with you as we look at that here today. Hi, my name is Steve Kidd. I am a third generation minister, international best-selling author of 40 books, and over the course of the last 40 years in business, I've had the amazing opportunity to work with more than 5,000, everything from brand new startup companies to Fortune 100 companies, from multi-billionaires to stay-at-home moms and everything in between. Doctors, lawyers, nurses, people with companies, companies that are flourishing, to help them know how to be visible and valuable, how to make the impact in this world that only you can make. That's right. I stopped for a second from tagging people in this to make sure that you know that I'm here for you, that I want to see you make the difference in this world that you're meant to make, to change the way you can. And that starts with, and more than anything, it's all about being visible, about being seen. And today we're celebrating because we're moving from hope, want, wish, dream to actual you steering the boat, you taking charge, you being the captain of the ship of your life and doing the things that you absolutely know you want to do, need to do, and are created to do. And we're together with you in this to help you have that visibility that leads to your being valuable. You see, it starts with your desire to connect. Okay, but then you've got to connect. It starts with you passionately understanding your purpose in life and having clarity in who you are, what you do, and how you can show up as the best version of you in the day called today. And then the piece that all too often gets kind of brushed off to the side, consistency. Clarity, consistency, and connection. When you consistently are connecting with that clear message to those clearly identified people, you are making an impact. And once you start the movement, you add the consistency to that starting to move. Because if you start a car, I just drove to the doctor's office earlier today. Hey, Edward, glad to have you here. Or Eduardo, sorry, glad to have you here with us. And no, unfortunately, I'm not AI. This is a real live human being. I think I take that as a compliment, though, that people think that I'm a bot or that I'm AI. That's kind of cool that I can pull it off that way. Hey, Jester, glad to have you here with us. You see, and I was talking about driving. If you get in the car and you're driving down the road, and you take your foot off the gas and gas brake, gas brake, gas brake, you're going, which would be really uncomfortable to drive down the road. Okay. When you aren't consistently in movement, you're maybe getting some places, but not very well and not very fast. When you stay consistently in movement, you gain the control. You have the ability to steer away from slick spots in the road, traffic that's in front of you. I had this car that pulled out in front of me as I was driving. And doesn't it just annoy you? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but isn't it annoying when somebody, they're up far enough, they've got time, they pull out, okay, everybody else can use the highway too, no worries. But then, they never get up to the speed limit. They're driving and this person was driving like 5-10 miles an hour below the speed limit. And it can be so frustrating. But when you're in movement, when you're driving the car down the road, you can choose to move around them. Tube, glad to have you here with us. Elvin, so glad you're here today. Um, and that's the thing. When we're in movement, we can change directions. You can see a sign that says detour up ahead, and you can take that. You can see, the billboard that says world's largest ball of twine and be like, hey, I need to see the world's largest ball of twine. And you can pull off, you can make changes. You can see that the way that you're doing things isn't working in your business, and you can pivot. But those pivots can only come when you're in movement. That's one of the things that a lot of times I think coaches hide from us, is the fact that when you're consistently connecting with a clear message, hey, Han, glad to have you here with us. When you're consistently connecting and you're clearly giving that message, when you're doing those three things together, if it's not quite landing the way you want it to, that's okay. You can pivot. You can do a complete 180 and be like, wow, I'm going totally the wrong direction. Or you can do a 1 degree shift. Because that 1 degree shift now, way out in the future, is a huge change. But it doesn't mean you have to change everything. Maybe it's just this one little tweak. Maybe it's one simple word. Maybe it's like yesterday when I was talking about being vulnerable and valuable. Maybe it's me talking about you being clear. But one thing definitely that it is it's about moving. When we're moving, we stop waiting. We stop wishing. We stop hoping for what might happen. And we begin to actually make things happen. We can steer the wheel. You can be like you were when you're a little kid, before you were allowed to drive. Okay. And you can sit behind, you can be brum, brum, and you can make all the noises and stuff. And you're sitting in a non-started car, non-moving car, driving nowhere, going no place. But when you get in movement, you can go places. To quote Dr. Seuss, oh, the places you will go. With a head full of brains and shoes full of feet, oh, the people you will meet. See, that's the key. Going the places, being in movement, doing the thing consistently. Now, it can become overwhelming. If we think about everything in the world, and we try to do everything, and we try to talk to everybody and all those kind of things, we overwhelm ourselves, and we end up saying things generically versus very specifically. And so what I'm saying is to clearly, consistently connect with just one person. Pick a person that you know is the ideal, perfect person that you'd love to work with. Or if you already have that person, you've already got that client that's just like, man, this is just the most amazing client. I wish I could clone them and have all my clients be like that. Talk specifically like you do with that person. You will find more people like them. And you also find that clarity helps you connect with other people, other really great people, just like them. Okay, so clearly, consistently connecting with the one person in the day that we call today. Don't worry about yesterday. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday is a day that, if you need to apologize to somebody, apologize. And then let it go. Okay? Tomorrow's coming. Tomorrow will be here all too soon. Days seem to be moving faster and faster lately, it seems like. But we can't spend tomorrow today. We can't do the actions that we will do tomorrow today. We can't, even though, in the movie Secret of My Success, they talk about living 25 hours a day. There's only 24 hours in the day. And part of that time you need to rest, recoup, take care of yourself, exercise, do all those kind of things. That's all part of really, truly living the way and showing up in the world the way you need to. Okay, all of those things are important, but you can only do today. You can't diet for tomorrow. You can only eat healthy for today. You can't really binge, gorge over, carb load for activities you're going to have tomorrow. Now, I know there's some of the wrestlers and some of those kind of people that are like, oh, yeah, you totally can. But what you're really doing is you're doing the reps, doing the work today so that you're ready for tomorrow. You can't do tomorrow's exercises today. You can do your exercises today, and tomorrow's may be easier because you did them. You can talk to the clients that you have and be visible and valuable for them today. You can't talk to the ones that you're going to talk to tomorrow. If you look at your schedule and you say, hey, I've got this exciting appointment tomorrow. I get it. It's cool. And you really kind of are like, oh, man, I wish I could talk to them right now. I'm excited. I've been waiting to talk to this person. Tomorrow will get here all too quick. What we need to do is make the best of today, to be in movement, to be visible and valuable, to be clear, concise, consistent in the way that we connect. Again, just with that one person. Once we are no longer asking if, we're no longer looking for when, but we're just simply trying to see how far can I go. We take that little quote, oh, the places you will go, and we start going. And that's what I want to see you do today. Take action right now. Drop the word review in the comments or send me a DM. Let's talk about what you're doing and what you could do today to begin to really make a massive impact on people's lives, to do the things that you can do today. How can you be visible? How can you take that book, an ongoing process of marketing it in a powerful, impactful way to make a difference for people? Absolutely. Does that make sense? Because movement does one really massively cool thing. Movement gives you the wheel back. It lets you be in control again, to steer the ship, to move the car, to go the directions, to do the things that you're meant to do in this world. You do those when you're in movement. And I'm encouraging you today, get in, be in, and stay in movement. And if there's anything I can do to help you, I absolutely am here, and I would love to. We'll be back again together tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we're kind of slating as decision day. It's the moment when most people quit or they push through and they win. Shub, glad to have you here with us. We'll be talking about that tomorrow. But I want for you to be in movement today. I'm here to help you any way that I can. Okay? Anything I can do to help, drop that word review in the comments or in a DM, and let's get you moving. Let's keep you moving. Let's create that amazingly wonderful, powerful stuff that you do in this world to make you visible and valuable. And until we're together again next time, I hope you're happy, safe, warm, and loved, that you have a great week.